This is not just another social media platform. It's where conversations happen, and it's happening right now. Welcome to Twitter, a place where opinions are many and engagement is high. But how exactly did this platform come into existence? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So stay tuned till the end to find out the story of Twitter. It's me, and you're listening to this channel. Twitter was not an instant success when it first launched in March 2006. In fact, it was invite only for the first 18 months and didn't become publicly available until April 2007. Despite this, by August of the same year, the site had amassed over 20,000 users and had sent out its 1 millionth tweet. Within 2 years, that number grew to over 10 million, and Twitter had officially become a household name. So, what makes this platform so popular? What's behind the massive following of over 400 million monthly active users? Well, let's delve deeper into the origins of Twitter and see how it has evolved over time. The story of Twitter dates back to March 2006 when Jack Dorsey, a software engineer, posted his first tweet from his personal account. At the time, Dorsey was working for a podcasting company called Odeo, which he co-founded with Evan Williams, Biz Stone, and Noah Glass. The idea for Twitter came about when Dorsey suggested creating a status message similar to what he had been doing on his personal website. However, the problem was that Dorsey and his team couldn't make money from their existing platforms such as Odeo, which focused on audio content. This is when they hit upon the idea of creating a new microblogging platform that would allow people to post short 140-character messages, also known as tweets. The platform would be called Twitter. Dorsey designed the basic concept for Twitter, which included a simple web interface and a short message format. He wanted the platform to be lightweight and fast to load, which was unusual at the time when social media sites were becoming bloated with features. Dorsey believed that the short message format would encourage people to post more frequently and interact with others in real time. He also chose the bird as the platform's mascot and the color blue as its main brand color, which became iconic elements of the Twitter brand. Initially, the team faced skepticism from potential investors who didn't understand the appeal of a simple text-based platform. However, Dorsey and his team were determined to make Twitter work. They spent several months developing the platform and testing it with a small group of friends and colleagues. In July 2006, they launched Twitter in private beta and invited a select group of users to join the platform. The response was overwhelmingly positive, and the users who joined early became some of the most active and influential on the site. In March 2007, Twitter officially launched to the public and anyone could sign up for an account. The news spread quickly, and within a few months, Twitter had reached 1 million users. The platform gained further momentum when it was featured in the New York Times and other major publications. Soon enough, Twitter had become a cultural phenomenon, and its influence on online communication was undeniable. One of the reasons for Twitter's rapid growth was its simple and easy-to-use interface. Unlike other social media platforms, Twitter didn't require users to upload photos or videos or fill out detailed profiles. All they needed was a 140-character message to share their thoughts or updates with their followers. Another factor contributing to Twitter's popularity was its real-time functionality. Users could post and read tweets instantly, making it feel like a live feed of everyone's thoughts and updates. This immediacy created a sense of urgency and encouraged users to check their feeds frequently. Additionally, Twitter's use of hashtags helped users organize and categorize their tweets, making it easier for them to follow topics or events they were interested in. For example, if a user tweeted about a recent earthquake in Japan, they could include the hashtag #earthquake or #Japan to make their tweet easily discoverable by others interested in the topic. This feature also allowed users to tap into trending conversations and stay up to date on current events. Moreover, Twitter's Open API or application programming interface allowed third-party developers to create applications that connected to Twitter, providing additional functionality to users. For example, one popular third-party app called TweetDeck allowed users to manage multiple Twitter accounts from a single dashboard, while another app called Later allowed users to schedule their tweets in advance. These apps expanded the functionality of Twitter and made it more appealing to a wider audience. Despite its initial success, Twitter faced several challenges over the years. One of the biggest hurdles was keeping the platform profitable. For most of its early years, Twitter relied on venture capital funding to support its operations. But as those funds dwindled, the company had to find a way to generate revenue. In 2010, Twitter introduced its first advertising products, but these ads weren't very effective at first. It wasn't until 2013, when Twitter began experimenting with promoted tweets and accounts, that the company saw significant growth in advertising revenue. Another challenge for Twitter was dealing with abusive and hateful content on the platform. From the beginning, Twitter's open and unmoderated nature made it a target for trolls and spammers who posted offensive or irrelevant content. While Twitter did take steps to moderate content and ban abusive accounts, the problem persisted and became even worse as the platform grew. In recent years, Twitter has faced criticism for its handling of hate speech and fake news, leading to calls for more transparency and accountability from the company. In spite of these challenges, Twitter has managed to maintain its position as a leading social media platform. Its real-time functionality, simple interface, and focus on public discourse have made it an essential tool for journalists, politicians, and everyday users alike. Under Musk's leadership, Twitter is now focusing on building new features such as community notes and long-form tweets to keep users engaged and attract new audiences. Only time will tell whether these efforts will be successful and help Twitter regain its footing in the highly competitive world of social media. Now, let's talk about some interesting facts about Twitter. First off, the name Twitter has nothing to do with birds tweeting. It's actually a play on the word twi, which means short for Twitter. Jack Dorsey originally wanted to call the platform 140 character, message going back to the SMS character limit, but Evan Williams thought that was lame. He and Noah Glass started brainstorming other names and settled on Twitter after Glass likened the brevity and quick communication of the service to birds tweeting. Speaking of brevity, the 140 character limit was not arbitrary. Dorsey and his team chose this length because it was the same as a text message, which was the primary way people were communicating at the time. They wanted Twitter to be a natural extension of SMS, allowing people to continue their conversations on a larger online platform. Interestingly, the character limit has remained unchanged since the platform's launch in 2006. Despite numerous requests from users and experts, Dorsey has been reluctant to increase it, saying that the brevity forces people to communicate more clearly and concisely. Twitter has also been criticized for its lack of a delete button. Unlike other social media platforms, users cannot delete their Twitter accounts without deactivating them first. This has led to concerns that Twitter users have no control over their own data and that the company could potentially misuse it. However, Twitter has defended its decision, arguing that it prevents users from making permanent decisions in a moment of anger or forgetfulness. Finally, let's look at some interesting trends on Twitter. First, the platform is heavily skewed towards the United States, which accounts for over 40% of all tweets. This is followed by Japan, South Korea, and India. Interestingly, despite having a large population, China is barely represented on Twitter, with only 0.5% of tweets originating from the country. This is due to the fact that Twitter is blocked in China, along with many other Western websites. Another interesting trend on Twitter is the prevalence of hashtags. Since their introduction in 2007, hashtags have become an integral part of the platform's functionality. In fact, over 2 billion tweets are posted with hashtags every single day. The most popular hashtag of all time is Nablove with over 900 million tweets, followed by Namkinstagud and NamBrityBT. Interestingly, hashtags can have a life of their own on Twitter. A hashtag like #BlackoutTuesday, for example, can trend globally, generating millions of tweets and raising awareness for important causes. That was the story of Twitter. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.